Everyone in the business world has heard of the PMP certification. It's seen as a major career booster for project managers, but what people often don't talk about is the real total cost. It's not just a single exam fee, it's a whole series of expenses that can really add up if you're not prepared.
That's the biggest trap. People get excited about what the PMP can do for their career, but they only budget for the exam itself. They completely overlook the mandatory training, the membership fees, and even the cost to keep the certification active down the line.
Exactly. So let's break it down. We've established there's a significant financial piece to this puzzle. But before we get deeper into the numbers, for anyone who isn't familiar, what exactly is the PMP certification and what does it really validate?
The PMP is the global standard from the Project Management Institute. It essentially proves you can lead and manage projects effectively. But the key thing is, it goes way beyond just theoretical knowledge. It's designed to equip you with practical skills in leadership, communication, and even technical methods like Agile and Scrum.
Right. And it's not something you can just decide to take on a whim. There are serious prerequisites. Typically, you need a 4-year degree plus about 3,600 hours of experience leading projects, on top of 35 hours of formal project management education.
And that's what gives it so much weight. PMI isn't just selling a piece of paper, they're verifying that you've actually been in the trenches and managed real-world projects. It's proof of both knowledge and practical application, which is what employers are really looking for.
Precisely. So, knowing that it requires real experience, let's circle back to the costs. Let's get into the specific numbers for the exam and the required training.
Okay, let's talk numbers. The exam itself costs $555 if you're a non-member. However, a PMI membership is $129 for the year, and that drops the exam fee to just $405.
So you're actually saving money by becoming a member right off the bat. And then there's the training cost for those 35 required hours. That can range pretty widely, from about $800 to even $3,000. And if you don't pass the first time, the re-exam fee is $375 for non-members and $275 for members.
Honestly, getting the membership is a no-brainer. You pay $129, but you immediately save $150 on the exam fee. You're already ahead before you even start studying. Plus, you get access to a ton of other resources, which makes it the first smart financial move in the whole process.
Definitely. So we've covered the initial investment to get certified, but it doesn't stop there, right? What happens after you pass? How do you maintain that PMP certification, and are there ongoing fees?
Right, it's not a one-and-done credential. Your PMP certification is valid for 3 years. To keep it, you have to earn 60 what they call professional development units, or PDUs, within that 3-year cycle. This basically proves you're keeping your skills sharp.
And there's a fee for that renewal, I assume?
Yep, the renewal costs $150, but again, if you have that PMI membership, it's only $60. But here's the critical part. If you let it lapse, if you don't earn your PDUs or pay the fee, you have to start all over. That means retaking the entire exam at full price. It's a very expensive mistake to make.
Wow, okay. So it really pays to stay on top of it. We've covered what the PMP is, the costs, and the renewal process. For someone who's now ready to take the plunge, what are the concrete steps to actually getting certified?
It's a pretty clear 5-step process. First, you have to confirm you meet those strict eligibility requirements for education and experience. Second, you fill out the application on the PMI website. That usually takes about a week or 2 for approval.
And I read there's a chance of a random audit during that step, right?
There is. They can randomly select you and ask for physical proof photocopies of your degree, experience certificates signed by your supervisors, so you need to be honest and have your documents ready. Once you're approved, you pay the fee and schedule the exam. Step 3 is just intense preparation. Step 4 is taking and passing the 230-minute exam. And the final step, as we just discussed, is maintaining it for the rest of your career.
That's a great summary. It really shows that PMP is a structured path. You prove your experience, apply, prepare, pass, and then commit to ongoing learning. So to wrap this all up, what are the absolute key numbers and facts someone should take away from this?
Okay, quick rundown. Exam fee, $555, but only $405 if you're a PMI member, and the membership is $129 a year. The required training will likely cost you somewhere between $800 and $3,000. Your certification is valid for 3 years, and you need 60 PDUs to renew. That renewal costs $150 or just $60 for members. And most importantly, if you fail to renew, you have to retake the entire exam at full price.